Hello, people of universe, human of universe. This is me and my son Ridit, 11 years old, computer scientist of Bharat. Presently, presently doing a lot of advanced research on computer science. Ridit's area we have chosen basically. What is that called? Natural process simulation.
Yes.
And to start with, we have started with uh, what is it? Fluid simulation, because he did kind of when he was practicing Blender and 3D modeling, he did become quite expert with the fluid simulation part. Not only fluid simulation, he did studied on a lot of like Gaussian blurring, Gaussian noise, Gaussian blurring noise, and all these things. So he did actually came to know all these things on his own, because I was pretty much unaware of the things, the stuff that Blender can do, but he did learn everything, all these things on his own. So yeah, learning Blender. I taught he did many software, but Blender and 3D modeling and kind of how to apply Gaussian filtering, Gaussian noise in while creating snowflakes, and fluid simulation part of all these things he did on his own. So because when I found I am his dad, and I am actually his guru of computer science. So when I found when Ridit is so meticulously doing fluid simulation of Blender, then why shouldn't we take that's called natural process simulation, and we somehow that's the area we have chosen for the time being for the studies of Ridit. So what Ridit is doing now, Ridit we are trying to move Ridit above the language syntax. So Ridit first started with Java. Then he learned and kind of research we did instead of teaching him the data structure and all these things, we first started I first started training Ridit on design pattern and all sorts of things, because for me it was the big picture, it was the big picture that was important for Ridit or for anybody to understand. That's the reason we started with the design pattern, right, beta?
Yes.
Design pattern, and by the time Ridit reached eight and 8.5 years old, Ridit was pretty confident about many design patterns, including state design pattern, factory pattern, singleton pattern, and command pattern, and a lot of things. Yeah. So and mostly Ridit because Ridit was exposed to Java first, then because not on Java was one thing. Yeah. So that time, using Java, I taught many things that included design pattern and UML, of course. And then because I always wanted Ridit to know about the big picture, right, beta? So before teaching him data structure and normal algorithm, I taught him the data design pattern and all sorts of things, and practical problem related to that can be solved using design pattern. So architecture became more important for Ridit than normal data structure and algorithm. Of course, later on he picked up on a kind of sorting, right, beta?
Yes,
Binary search and bubble sort and all these things. Bubble search and all these things. Insertion sort and all these things. But that we have kept that part, not that we have not given much what is that called importance to that subject, because after all data structure and all these things have been meticulously done, and these are part of the libraries now. So more important for Ridit is now to learn the architecture and get the big picture. So because initially, yeah, Ridit the initial exposure was in Java, and Ridit used the Java language to pick. Not only he used the Java in Eclipse environment, in desktop environment, but Eclipse ID, but also Ridit use the same Java knowledge to understand or rather to develop many Android applications, right, beta? Many mobile applications, Android applications, not that difficult, but anyway, that was because when I taught him Java and design pattern, I thought to expose him to one framework, right, beta? And what better framework could we have 3 years ago or 2 years ago other than Android? So Ridit took part many aspects of Java. Then Ridit I told Ridit to learn the difficult part of Java, that is the concurrency, right?
Yes,
Concurrency framework, so threads and all these things, and not from architecture point of view. So Ridit two kinds of with the basic concepts of the thread. Ridit also did what is that, but a countdown latch and something called preloader, right? Preloader of Java. In while doing preloader, Ridit learned about what is it called, thread pool, and how to submit, how to execute, the difference between submit and executing the thread pool, and then runnable. What?
Yes.
What? Runnable
and callable.
Runnable and callable. But runnable cannot return value, and but callable, we should use callable in future task in doing because callable can return value and also to return the value from inside the callable from one set to another set. So, and the same thing, and we discuss. Yes.
So we are going to be discussing about composite design pattern today.
So today Ridit will be discussing about the composite design pattern and composite design pattern, and let me Ridit did about all this composite design pattern many years back, but now as we are trying to move Ridit above the language into between Java and C++, play Java native C++, because we are trying to make him like language independent, language above the language level. It's not the pointer, or it's not the low level stuff. Anyway, he will later on be part of the kind of what is that called internal part of C++. But for the time being, memory management and boost library and all these things. He did a lot of research on memory part of the new Java library, like boost library, like weak pointer, shared pointer, and a lot of things. So Ridit has written all these things in his blog, and also he made a lot of YouTube sharing videos for that. So just few days back Ridit was doing Java concurrency framework programming again to recapitulate all these things, whatever knowledge he has gone. And now Ridit will be doing from the last 2 days. Yesterday he did what better? State pattern, right? State design pattern in C++. Today he will be doing the state design pattern, right? No.
Not state design pattern.
I think
Day before yesterday we had done command
design pattern. Yeah, the day before yesterday he did completed command design pattern. Today he will be doing the composite design pattern, and these are he is again he has come back to C++ and he is doing it all in C++. So the composite design pattern. Go ahead. What is composite design pattern? Better go ahead, better.
So in composite design pattern there is a hierarchy.
Specially made hierarchy.
Yes.
In which on top of the
the top class, which is going to be called the component class.
Component class, yes.
Can be composed of
many
composite classes and leaf classes.
So what is the leaf class, beta?
So the leaf class is a class which cannot be divided further or have further more children.
It cannot have more children. So actually, see, it's like while discussing all these things, we discuss about Konad, the Indian sage Konad. Yeah, go ahead.
Acharya
Konad. So what the story is that before Dalton and all these things came out with the molecular theory and all these things, Konad, the Indian sage, found that while walking on the street with some food, he found that he can break the food little, but then at certain point of time he cannot break it any further. So that's when he discussed about the Onu or Paramanu or molecule and atom and all these things, right? So similarly, go ahead in composite design pattern.
So in composite design pattern, you cannot break the leaf classes further.
But so go ahead. So both will be part of the leaf class and all the composite class. That is the class which will be composed by classes, right?
Yes.
Will be all part of the same hierarchy. That is the on top level. That is the component class.
Yes.
And we will put the get parent and add component, remove component as part of the top level hierarchy. So
but if we do it in the leaf class, it will be showing the error because
exception will show some exception, or maybe we can have some proper user defined message that okay, this is the leaf class, you cannot add in. So basically it is basically to maintain a similar hierarchy. So
yes.
Every component, go ahead.
And in here there is a difference between the normal UML composition and the composite design pattern right here. So in normal composition there is no pattern. So the car is composed of wheels, but there is no pattern. I mean, it doesn't matter. There is no link. So car and wheel are all different classes. Yes, but here in composite, go ahead, Peter. So here in composite design pattern, there is a link. Like from the composite class, it will be like linked down.
Yes. So everything is coming from the same hierarchy.
Yes.
So and why we put it the get parent or add and remove component in the top level class, because we want to treat both leaf as well as compose the same manner. Only thing is that in case of leaf, it will throw an exception or maybe some user-defined message like it's the leaf class, you cannot add a component to it, something like that. So any example better? So in this thing, I think the top level class is called
shape.
Shape, and then what is the leaf class for that example better?
Point, because
Point after point there won't be nothing. So point is the leaf class, okay?
Yes. So let me tell you, for the lower class or the leaf class is the point. So from 2 points there will be making one
straight line. So
line.
So one composite.
And from 4 lines,
yeah.
They will be making a rectangle here, but we can make a square or anything.
With infinite number of points, there will be a circle. Similarly, I mean, so the leaf class is points which cannot be broken down further. But then 2 leaf class, the 2 point class will make a straight line. Then 4 straight lines will make a rectangle or square, and not infinite, but at least many number of points will make a circle. So similarly, I mean, so this is the idea. I mean, all the things basically. So all the things are basically part of the top level shape class, but then points are leaf, and then the other things are composed of basically points, but then points from points to straight line to rectangle, all these things, right, brother? And then we keep a function called get parent, right, brother? Get parent. So because every component there will be part of some parents, right?
Yes.
So in that case, why do we need the get parent? Because in the get parent we can use a chain of responsibility design pattern, and then because this composite design pattern is very useful in most of the widget.
Like Android, in which we can use it for the
dirty area painting. Yes, Android widgets and most of the.
We should discuss this.
Yeah, so for the people of universe, students of universe, all the kids, so composite design pattern is very useful, or other mostly used in most of the UI widget toolkits, right, beta?
Yes.
So in Android also there is something called composite design pattern, and so this get parent is used for dirty area calculation and all these things to send the message till the top of the hierarchy of the chain, so that the dirty area painting and all these things are done. And these are the normal concepts of what is that called, beta? UI based programming. Yeah? So composite design pattern, by the way, is the most used design pattern for toolkits, UI toolkit of any framework, right, beta?
Yes.
So this video I'm doing it with my son at the cozy corner in front of my son's workstation. See, this workstation. See how this is his cozy corner. This is it. Hey,
yes.
Jai Hind. Jai Hind.
Last thing I have to say is that.
But tell me.
So in normal UML composition.
Yes.
There is a saying that I used to say.
Yes.
That bigger objects are going to be composed of smaller objects.
Right. And here also the same thing, but there is a pattern.
Yes, pattern.
So in UML composition, because Edith learned UML composition many years back, so what he is trying to say, in normal composition UML, the bigger object is composed of smaller objects. But there is no pattern. So smaller object may not be from the same hierarchy. But here in both the design pattern, the same thing. Only thing is that
there is a pattern.
there is a pattern of